So what we're doing here today is we're going to look at question 12 on quiz number 1. Question 12 on quiz number 1 was x plus 4, the absolute value of x plus 4. So our goal here is to get a graph sketched of this absolute value equation. And thanks to the help of our calculator, if we go in and y plus 1, and then if we go math over number, absolute value, we can plug in the x plus 4. And if you just hit graph, it'll show that we have our x-intercept at -4, 0, and our y-intercept is at 0, 4. And I marked on my calculator. So if we translate that down here, so we can get a better view, the question asks for us to sketch the graph, and the question, and then state our domain and range. So we look, our domain is what numbers are the x's. Well, if you look, we're coming from all the way back here, we're going all the way this way, so our domain is going to actually be -infinity to infinity. For our range though, if you look, we stop at the x-axis. That's what our graph shows us on the calculator. So for nothing below the x-axis is going to be our range. So our range is actually just 0 to infinity. And so the second part, this was part A of this problem. Part B of this problem is what is the increasing variable. And on the first time I did this, I messed up and I said 0 to infinity because it's the y-axis. Well, then I came to realize that what I had done was wrong. And so all I have to do is look here, and it's like from -4 on our x-axis over is always increasing. So our B part is -4 to infinity. And if we want, getting back to our range, if we want to check out what possible answers could be, if we plug in any negative number, so any number past our -4, because actually our range is 0 to infinity. So if we plug in a -1 on our calculator using math, absolute value, if we plug in -1 plus 4, we get an error because that number or that problem does not exist. So that's how we know that we're good here, and we're good on domain simply because you can see that the graph is going forever in both directions. So